All right. Well, that was interesting. So, hi, it's the Nerf Herder Council. Anyway, I don't know what the hell just happened with our intro video, but it wasn't there. So, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and the Virtual Cantina Network. And you, of course, are dialed into Talking into Infinity. Oh, God. This is just the episode that everything's going to be messed up, man. It is the Nerf Herder Council right here on the Virtual Cantina Network. What a beautiful way to intro our second show ever on the Virtual Cantina Network. So I am your host, JT. Again, this is the Nerf Herder Council. There we go. We are brought to you by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/NHC for your 30-day trial and a free audiobook download. You can get customizable Nerf Herder Council swag at shop.nerfherdercouncil.com. If you would like to get customizable Virtual Cantina Network swag, I don't know if there's customizable, but I hear there's a rumor they're going that way. It is tpublic.com/user/virtual-cantina. We are here every other Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, guys, there is a potential for bad language during the show, so if you're not into that sort of thing, you might want to shut it off. And the opinions of the Nerf Herder Council, myself and my esteemed co-host, AJ, they do not necessarily reflect those of the Virtual Cantina Network. So before I can keep blathering on and messing things up, let me bring on my awesome co-host, AJ. How's it going, man? Good to see you.
Doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. This is the episode that apparently, like, it's doomed. We had two hosts drop out. We had other stuff behind the scenes. The intro video didn't work. It's going swimmingly. Mm-hmm. It's going swimmingly. Yeah, this is basically the Purgle of Nerf Herder Council episodes, meaning it sucks.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking.
Right. I mean, look, let's face it. I completely forgot to just post this to the Virtual Cantina Network Facebook page like I'm supposed to because I was in a panic from it not working. So I guess we should probably do that real quick. So if you don't mind doing that for us real fast, I'm going to introduce our co-hosts for today's episode. Straight from the Virtual Cantina Network, we have our very good friends, Spencer Jowitz and John Chiato. What's going on, guys?
Hey guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for having me on. I got my game face on. I got my game shirt on because Emerald, there'll be whales.
Are you serious? That's a shirt now?
Yes, it
really?
Is. I was going to wear a Booty t-shirt, and I'm like, I got a Purgle t-shirt. This is awesome. It's go time.
That is just not good. That episode last night, I can't even tell you how many messages I got from people like, "Did your head explode? Did your head explode?" I'm like, "Oh, it almost did."
Like I told you, I was in the theater at one of the fan events, and I was like, John Drake just destroyed his living room.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy. I knew it was going there. And I just it went there even more than I thought it would. So right. I was just like, oh boy. So here we go. We're gonna do this. Beautiful. So man.
I'll take care of that issue.
What, the Purgle? So
no.
John, it is awesome to have you on. I don't think we've ever podcasted together before, have we?
No, never. So I'm really excited about this. Hopefully this is the start of something beautiful.
Hopefully so. The good thing is there's no kyber crystals here, so you're not going to be on camera getting yet another red. Yes. So how many of those damn things do you have now?
I probably got around 30. So yeah, but I'm glad I finally got it. So it's done, and I'm happy. So I'm never buying another one, though.
Neither am I.
That's dedication, man. That is some serious dedication on your part.
So for those of you guys who don't know, like, John went live on Facebook a whole bunch of times from Galaxy's Edge trying to get the black kyber crystal. And I'm not, every time I was able to tune in, which was a lot of them, every single time, I'm not exaggerating, it was a friggin' red one. He has the market cornered on official Galaxy's Edge red kybers for those lightsabers, man. It is so bad. It is so bad.
I remember one time I said, no, I asked them, can I buy 20? They said, no, you can only buy 5. I'm like, all right, I'll take the 5. Didn't get any.
Were they all red? I think was the question.
All red. All red.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. So, all right, well let's discuss a little bit about what we're going to do here tonight. So, obviously, this past weekend was the first week in the NFL season, and AJ and I are from Cleveland. We are enormous Browns fans, and I think oh, quiet over there, California, please. Like, you guys have football fans.
No, I'm a Ravens fan. So I can't stand Cleveland or the Bengals or anything over there in Cincinnati, in Ohio. Big time Ravens fan.
You didn't look that good this week.
We got your number, so it's all right.
All right, so since most of the country is a football fan at this point, if you go by the NFL ratings, we figured it would be kind of fun to do a fantasy football style draft for Star Wars characters. I know tons of people play fantasy football. Ironically, I'm the only one on this call, I think, that plays. Do you play, John?
Yeah, I got a couple teams.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So me and John play, but AJ and Spencer do not. But we kind of thought it'd be fun in the spirit of football to kind of go through and do a fantasy football style draft of our favorite Star Wars characters, or you can actually put a little bit of thought into it if you want to. However you want to do it, the world is your oyster. So basically, the rules are very simple. Will Nino, damn it. My buddy Nino is ripping me in the chat. Shut up, Will.
There's a chat?
There's a chat, yes. Oh, my gosh. So anyway, so here's how we're going to do this. So each of us are going to draft a ship first. And then after that, we're going to have 9 rounds of drafting characters. You have to choose at least one droid. So do whatever you want, but one of your 9 has to be a droid. So that is the rule. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a random number generator here, and we are going to do this. And whoever gets the first pick in the draft goes last picking their ship. So we're going to do you choose your ship in reverse order. That way, if you get the first pick, you can't get your favorite ship and your favorite character. That's just not fair. So we will start with, yeah. Got to play by the rules here, man. All right. So this is 1 through 20, and whoever gets the highest number is then the first pick. So they pick their ship fourth. So all right, I will go first since I'm on top. We'll go by the order on the left side of the screen. Here we go. All right, so I got, son of a bitch, I get number 6. All righty. All right, AJ, you have.
No whammy, and stop.
Oh.
Oh, man. All right, AJ with the 2.
This is why I don't play fantasy football.
Nice. All righty. Spencer, tell me when to stop. You are
and stop.
Rolling. All right. All right, so Spencer's better than me. Okay. All right, John, you are last. Tell me when to stop.
Right there, Spencer. Clip that one.
Yeah.
Make it TikTok.
Oh, look at that. It
Son
goes
of
in.
a
Look at that. It literally goes from bottom to top. So, no, almost. I forgot AJ's underneath me. Okay. That sounded really bad. That's what she said. Okay. Yeah.
You know what? I'm so bad. I'm going to put myself down here. There we go.
All right, AJ. So you officially have the 4th pick in our draft, which means you pick your ship first. What ship are you choosing?
I'm going a little outside the box here. I'm going to go with the Bad Batch shuttle.
Really? Okay.
I just like it.
Interesting. Okay.
I forget, did they ever name that ship?
Oh, Mark Van Olen, you're in the crowd right now. What or David O'Neill? What's the name of the Bad Batch ship? See if Ashley was here.
These are the sorts of things we ought to know.
It's a Marauder class, but is it called the Marauder?
I think it's Marauder. Yeah, the Marauder. There you go.
Okay, the Marauder. Okay. And make sure you're keeping track of your picks here, guys. So,
yeah.
Wow, I have 2 different schools of thought on mine, and I can't reveal what they are. So, but I think as long as I have the chance to do it, I can't pass up the Millennium Falcon. It would be just vile and criminal for me to pass up the Falcon. So, I'm going with the Millennium Falcon for my my ship choice. So, all right,
So, with that in mind, after watching last night's amazing episode and also dropping a considerable amount of money on HasLab, I'm going with Ghost.
All right. Good choice.
I picked that up too, actually. After kicking myself for not getting Jabba Sales Barge, I could not pass up on the Ghost.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we've got the Marauder, the Millennium Falcon, and the Ghost. All right. All right, Kiato. What is your ship?
I'm going to go with the other HasLab, but the one that blew up, the Razor Crest.
Ooh, good call.
So nobody went for like.
No one went for Slave One.
Yeah. No home one. No. I was thinking maybe Snoke's ship, like because of the size. Like, oh.
I like a tight knit group of scoundrels. I don't need. Maybe a behemoth out there.
He wants the ship with the only toilet in Star Wars.
Refresher. It's a refresher.
See, that would have gone like SSD, but I don't want to draft 280,000 characters.
Right.
True. Right. So Mark Van Olen, good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. He says, I will also be drafting the Ghost. Kale McLeish, always great to see you, my friend. He says, what? No one shows the ship that may not be named? Fire spray, remember? Fire spray.
Yeah, that's the Slave One.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm aware. I'm just, for people that don't know what he's talking about. So, all right. And
Thrawn ship, the Chimera.
Yeah, the Chimera. Okay, so there's the Chimera. Okay. Yep. No Thrawn, but the night is young. So, all right, we've all drafted our ships. So let's get down to brass tacks here. So, Kiato, you are up first, and the way this works for those of you guys who don't understand the concept of a snake draft, so the even numbered rounds will go in opposite order. So John will go first, then Spencer, then me, then AJ. And then the next round will go in reverse. It'll go AJ, me, Spencer, John. Excuse me. So it'll go in that order till we get our 9 crew members, one of which has to be a droid. So no cheating and not bringing a droid into the mix.
It's like a kicker. You got to draft a kicker, but usually wait to the last round.
Exactly. Mike Delicard tuning in. Good to see you, man. He says, hi, scruffy looking Nerf herders. Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for checking out the show. Appreciate it. I know my buddy Sean Faust is up here somewhere. And, yep, there it is. Every time I see a Purgle on a new Star Wars show, I laugh and think of JD. Yeah, I'm known for my Purgle hate. Oh, boy. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. So, all right, well, let's get this underway. John, you are leading off. Who is the first overall pick in the Star Wars character draft?
This is an obvious one. It has to be Luke Skywalker. Easily done and done.
All right.
The one and only Luke Skywalker.
You're not going for a pilot?
He is a pilot.
There's plenty of pilots. I'll get pilot down the road.
See, that's the thing. You can be smart about it and try and be like technical and be like, all right, I need a gunner, I need a pilot. Or you just get a bunch of kick-ass Star Wars characters in one ship and go, we're going to have a party.
It's like a quarterback. You need a quarterback, but there's usually at least 12 good ones. You can wait to the later rounds. That's what I'm doing. I've drafted a lot. I know how to draft.
No, just because you drafted a lot doesn't mean you drafted well, my friend. I've drafted a lot too.
I don't pick Mahomes one. I never could have won you.
Well, hopefully you didn't pick Aaron Rodgers one. Oh, but oh snap, get it? Okay. Oof.
God, I saw that in slow motion. It was terrible.
Yeah, not good.
It was like Sid Vicious in Nitro back in the 90s when he came off the top rope and you remember that?
Oh yes, I do. Anybody Anybody listening to this, if you really want to see something awesome, like awesome gross meaning, like just go and look up the Sid Vicious injury off the top rope. It's very, very gnarly. It's very gross. So, all right, Spencer, who do you got?
All right. You see, I have a tough choice right now because I can either go for my pilot or I can go something like I think is just absolutely awesome. What do you think in the crowd? Should I go for my pilot or should I go for something awesome?
Oh, he's
Go for your
leaving
pilot.
his.
Go for your pilot.
Look at that. He's leaving it up to the chat. Look at
Interesting
that.
track. Okay.
I
I
know
mean, you
which
know
way
what they
I
say.
would
If
go.
you listen to the fans, pretty soon you're going to be sitting with them.
Yep.
Right. There you go.
It's Kylo Ren. It's Kylo Ren.
There we go. Dave says Kylo Ren.
Nope.
Mike,
all
No,
right.
I'll pick the pilot later. All right. I got the ghost. I'm going for the murder droid, baby. I'm taking Chopper.
Chopper. Is your,
Ah.
Ooh.
boy, is that an outside? Hey, Kiato, remember when you were talking about picking a kicker? This is like the guy that picks a kicker in like the third round.
Getting Justin Tucker first round.
Hey, no. I got Ray Finkel here, okay?
Ray Finkel. Oh my gosh. Yeah, John Galgano says, "Why not an awesome pilot?" Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, there we go. Kale, yeah, everybody's up with Chopper, man. Dave, Kale, Mark, they're all on board with the Chopper pick. So there you go.
Gotta have that murder droid. He's got
Oh,
more
man.
kill counts than most
Wow.
people in the
He's a little flexing.
yeah.
Well, this is going to come as no surprise. I can't believe this actually happened this way, but it did. And I absolutely just the same way that I can't pass up the Millennium Falcon. There's no way in hell that I can pass up the single greatest character in cinematic history, not just Star Wars history. That, of course, being the man, the myth, the legend, Han Solo. I mean, I can't.
It's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I never thought I'd get Han and the Falcon. This is already a win. So,
See,
man, I love it.
You're so predictable, John. You are so predictable.
But I have other thoughts that I'm, running
So I
with
already know
here. So-
John's next pick is Chewie, so I already know that.
Right, exactly.
You'll be surprised.
Unless AJ decides to be a complete a-hole right now, and
Well, you'd be surprised. I have kind of a
I'm
I
gonna
have a thought
him.
process here. Yeah. Kale McLeish, all too easy. Nice. Oh my God. Reynald Gobale, good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning into the show. Mike Delicard, he's gonna pick Ray. Actually, Ray would not be a bad pick. If Ray's on the board at some point, I might take her.
Ray's on the board.
So
She'll be on the board at some point.
Dave, center square for the block. Nice. Oh my gosh. All right, AJ. So what do you got?
Well, as hardy as the Marauder is as a ship, there's one thing it doesn't quite have, and Mike Delicard nailed it. I'm going to pick Ray because it needs some plot armor.
Plot armor.
Damn it! How do we beat that?
Yep.
Plot armor.
Just absolutely screwed on this.
Oh man.
I got my pilot. I got my Jedi all in one. After that Graveyard of Giants
Wow.
scene, come on, who better than Ray?
Han Solo, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, AJ, you are now up yet again. The order reverses itself.
All right. Again, I'm going straight down the same rabbit hole again. I'm taking Ahsoka.
Ooh,
Damn.
that's a
a
good
good
one.
pick.
All right.
I mean, there's no way a ship carrying Ray and Ahsoka is taking a single blaster bolt. There's no way. There's just no way.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ray couldn't even beat Ahsoka couldn't even beat a Hafu. So, what do you want?
Well, I mean,
All
she
right.
kind of did. The Jedi that took her out is dead now. So,
Oh, jeez.
ooh, too soon.
Oh, man. It's getting dark on the Nerf Herder console. Okay, so I am up.
Right, that's actually not funny. That's really sad.
You shouldn't have clarified what you meant. Just let it hang there, man. Maybe some people didn't know what you were talking about. Okay, so do I do the obvious thing? No, I don't. You know what? I purposely didn't say this out loud because Mike Delicard put it in the comments, and I'm going to bring up his comment for my pick right here. He said, I'd pick 000, and I'm going with 000.
Mike's just drafting for all of us tonight. This is awesome.
Basically. Yeah, I'm going with 000. I was really thinking of going with him. And then I was like, I better, just in case like somebody decides to, steal him from me. I think I'm going to do that. So, yeah, I'm taking 000. I'm going with my droid being you want to talk about a murder droid. There we go. Kale McLeish, look up 000. He doesn't know who 000 is. Think of evil C-3PO. He's black with red eyes. It's awesome. So, yeah. My plan is coming to fruition. Yes, it's going to be a glorious plan. I might as well be the Thrawn of this thing. Okay. I have chosen, which means it is now Spencer's turn.
All right. So I have the Ghost. I'm going to go for my pilot. I'm going to do probably one of the best kamikaze pilots in all of Star Wars. I'm taking Poe Dameron.
Wow. All right. Good choice. Good choice.
I thought you were going Porkins on that one.
I should be the one picking Porkins.
I mean, he's real good at dying. We know that much.
No,
Hey,
he can hold it.
Eckhart, think about
He can hold it. He can hold it.
Yeah. Eckhart, think about the future. Nice. Yeah, I Poe's a solid choice, man. I thought you were actually going to go Hera.
I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about that, but I was like, something. Poe is still on the board. He's, I would say, probably one of the best pilots. I mean, you saw him skimming on the Juggernaut in the game of Last Jedi, so he could do some serious work with the Ghost, I think.
I like it. Good logic there. All right, Keato, you are up.
All right. So I'm going more with my heart on this one, just because I love him, and I don't want to lose him to anyone else. I'm going to go with Qui-Gon Jinn.
Damn it!
I can't let him go to anyone else.
Man!
Me drafting a player off my favorite team. I know, maybe a little early, but I gotta have him.
Damn! That was going to be my next pick. Oh, SOB. All right, good pick, man. That was going to be my next one. Now I gotta. All right. There we go. All right. How do I pronounce his name, Dave? Is it T? Why not Dave? What?
Oh, yeah, but that's Dave O'Neill. So
okay. So all right. So Dave's comment says best kamikaze pilot is Holdo.
Damn.
If you need one flight, Holdo's your choice. Nice. Oh my gosh. All right, John, you are back to back. So who do you have with the first pick in the third round?
I am gonna go with Thrawn, especially Thrawn from the books. That's my master tactician. I absolutely love him.
Wow, I never thought about a tactician. That's good. That's a good line of thinking there, man.
Yeah. So are we talking Legends Thrawn or Canon Thrawn?
Legends Thrawn. Empire Thrawn.
Are we allowed to do? We should have specified that. Are Legends characters allowed? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter in this case, but.
Well, I mean, it kind of does because like the Thrawn in the books and the TV shows and theoretically the movie coming up, little different character than the original, just slightly.
I think what Keato is telling us is that he thinks that the current canon Thrawn is crappy.
He's just shaking his fist at the "you kids get off my lawn" type guy. He kind of always gets a little bit. So Thrawn from the books, man, that guy. When I read those books, I couldn't believe how smart he was and how he always outsmarted him. So I love that Thrawn. That's my
Admit it. You just want the Legends Thrawn so you can have Islamari. You want pets on your ship. You want pets on your ship. You're not fooling anybody. All right.
Anti-force pets.
Exactly. All right. Spencer, you are up. Who are you drafting third for your ship, the Ghost?
Okay, so I decided I'm going to be a dick.
Okay.
And I'm going to C-block JT over here.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
For my co-pilot, let the Wookiee win. I take
Yes. Yes.
I should have grabbed him while I had the chance. I should have grabbed him while I had the chance. Damn it. All right,
Outstanding. Outstanding. I was hoping you were going there, Spencer. Nice job. Nice job.
Huh. I have two that I'm choosing between. Hold on a second. Hold on. There we go. Change the banner up right there with the shirt. Okay. It's my show, and I could make offensive banners if I want. All right, now what do I do? Okay. Damn it. I know a character that AJ would probably like to draft, but I know two, and I don't know which one. Like, screw it. I'm going Anakin Skywalker.
That's cool.
That's a good one. Does that block Darth Vader?
You know what? That's my wife asked that same question because I said I hope I get Anakin. She goes, "Does that mean you get Vader too?" And I said, "Oh, that is a damn good question."
If you're taking Anakin from last night, then yes.
Does it need specified, or is it just like the whole character arc?
Well, you specified Thrawn, so you got to specify Anakin. Just to be consistent. Mike, stop poking the bear.
Oh boy.
I don't know, because the whole character arc is that Anakin was in there the whole time.
You know what? I'm gonna cheat.
You choose what you want when you pick. How about that? If you want full character,
I'm taking episode 3 Anakin because I get both the good side and the bad side. So there we go. I chose a specific movie. So there we go.
You get the crybaby. Okay, good.
That's fine, dude. I have a very specific
he gets the
reason.
Burnt husk on the shores of Mustafar is what he gets.
Yeah, I get the crispy critter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good luck with your quadriplegic there, buddy.
It'll work out in the end. I have a feeling. Look at, yeah. Cale McLeish says, "Tell you what, no, you get Jake Lloyd." Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Good one, Cale, man. All right, AJ, you are up with 2 picks in a row.
All right, since I went with 2 bits of plot armor in a row, this might turn bad on me, so I'm going to hedge my bets. I need someone who can survive in space. So I'm going with K2SO.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
One.
I thought you were going to go with Leia.
I
was
thought he was going to do that
joke, but I'm like, you know.
I was going to do that too. I really thought he was going to do that too. I was actually going to take K2 later and have multiple droids if he was available. I was going to try and pull that move.
Look, he got him off of Jeddah, so I mean, clearly he's got some piloting skills too. He can do pretty much whatever you need, and he can also take a bullet like a champ.
True,
Very true. He does not go down easy, so yeah, why not?
He's resilient.
Exactly. If you need a boarding party, who better to lead the charge, right?
There you go. All right, so you are up again. It's a 2 for Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. So this one is just a wild card pick because I love the dude. I'm going with Kit Fisto. I got to get a Clone Wars Jedi in there, and he's my favorite.
Wow.
There's no rationale. I don't know. He might suck in a starship, but you know what? I don't care. He's Kit Fisto.
He certainly dies real quick when you put him up against at least a Sith with some semblance of lightsaber skills.
Yeah, but you put him in a pool. Different story.
There could be a water battle coming up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's address this real fast. Cale McLeish says Ahsoka can survive in space. Apparently, thank you. And apparently, she also goes way high up in the atmosphere where generally the air's all thin and crap. She could do that too. That's a topic for another time. But thank you.
Well, Cale, it's called a spacesuit. You see, she was wearing one in the show. Covered her head, covered her body.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. All right, Mark.
It's not Plo Koon in the What was it the first Clone Wars arc?
Yes.
He just, goes outside the escape pod. Is like, I can survive the pressure. There is no pressure. It's an absence of pressure. It's a vacuum.
Come on, let's not get all technical here.
It's
All
Mega
right,
Man.
so she's gone from suck to blow. Out of order. Oh, Mark Van Olen asks, can we draft multiple droids? Yes. Yeah, you can draft whoever you want, Mark. You just have to have at least one droid. After that, it's wide open. So
You want to draft multiple kickers? Be my guest.
Yeah, see, Kale's saying it. He's like, she didn't wear that in the high altitude shit last night. That was my point, Kale. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It
she
was
also did that, if you
forced
remember, the
breeding.
Rebels in Clone Wars when she told Rex she'll meet him downstairs. She basically jumped from ship to ship to ship, from high altitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I am up next. And AJ did not take, I don't know if he was going to take this character, but I know this is one of AJ's favorites. And I'm not nearly as familiar with this character as I should be. But I'm going with Cad Bane. I need a badass.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ah, yeah.
I got to have that badass bounty hunter in there, man. I need a little bit of attitude in there. I think he would work well with Han Solo. So I got some Jedi action going on, a little bit of Sith action going on, and now I've got an evil droid, and now I've got a ruthless bounty hunter. So there we go.
Not a lot of villains off the board so far.
Love you, Eddie, man. No, not so far. But that's okay. It could change.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Spencer, you are up. Who do you have in the 4th round?
So I need a technician. I need somebody who knows ships inside and out. I need somebody who could do repairs. I also need somebody who could talk to the machines. And also, I decided I'm still going to be a dick and screw with John Drake a little bit. So I'm taking the Navigator for the Millennium Falcon. I am taking L3.
Oh,
Nice.
wow, good pick.
That actually messes with me more than him, but that's okay.
So
So
yeah,
you guys don't know.
Droid.
Okay, so you got your droid. That's okay. So do all of us have our droid? Yeah, John. Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm drafted enough to wait to the end. There's a
Oh, that's
million
right. Okay,
droids
okay.
out there.
He doesn't want to kick her, as he said.
There's a
So-
million droids out there, and I'll get one later. Unless there's a run, and you guys do a run on them, then I'm going to have to jump in. But
Well, we all have ours, so basically what you're saying is that droids are the kickers of Star Wars, easily replaceable.
yeah.
Oh. All right, well now you are up back to back, Kiato. So
All
what do you
right.
got?
It is time for my plot armor, and it's a two picks: Mandalorian and Baby Yoda in the IG-11 suits. That's my double picks right there.
Whoa! Now wait a
Wow.
minute. Now does it count like to say that he has? Oh, I guess he does have the suit at some point. So I don't think you need to. You don't even have to specify
Yeah,
it's a
we'll say
suit.
Baby
Yes.
Yoda. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's
Yes.
Yeah.
my double picks and my plot armor, and you can all just suck it.
You act like we've been crapping on you this whole time or something.
and Mandalorian can also be my pilot. So knocked
Look
out
at
a lot with
that.
that one.
Look at that! All right.
That's the choice.
So you draft like me, John. Like you're nice and prepared with your picks. You know exactly what's going on.
I'm writing down everybody's
I texted
picks.
you earlier. I'm like, should I make a list? He's like, oh no, just wing it. You're fine.
Well, no, because some people make lists. Like I didn't make a list. I have an idea in my head, so I'm kind of like basing it off what you guys pick. But I kind of have a list, but I'm kind of making it up on the fly to fit what I want to do here. So, all right. So here's a question from Kale. Hold up. IG-11 counted as a character previously. Does a rideable corpse not count as a character? He was a suit, I think, at that point. But where the hell? Where did Spencer go?
There's Spencer. It's not a show
Still here.
until Spencer drops out.
Look at that.
Ah, what the hell?
At least we can still hear you. Of course, it has to happen right when you're up
Yeah.
with your pick. We can still
Yeah,
hear your audio. It's
certainly.
just your camera.
Let's see.
Probably better this way.
what, what does it face for radio?
Oh wow.
All right.
Okay. You can hear me, so I'm going to go with that while I'm trying to figure this out.
Yes.
I need some comedy, but I also need someone who is going to help make me some money.
Oh.
I got Hondo.
Ooh, I like Hondo.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Nice. Style points for that one, definitely.
Yes, I would agree with that. Hondo, I think, is an underrated character. I think it's just because of the humor factor. Like he gets a little humorous, so I don't think he's taken as seriously. But let me see if I can change this real fast here. Let's see. All right, so I am up.
There he's
Oh.
Spencer.
There we go. All right. We may not see his face, but we know he's there. There we go. All right. So now I have a conundrum. Let's see here. So I've got Han Solo, 000, Anakin Skywalker, and Cad Bane so far.
I have no idea how that ship is going to get along, dude. That
Well,
sounds like a nightmare.
well, there's a method to my madness. I'm trying to think who else would fit well in that crew. Let's see here. What do I want to? Which direction do I want to go? You know what I'm going to do? I need a businessman. I need someone to do my negotiations who's absolutely just suave and charismatic and knows his way around a business deal and looks amazing in a cape. I'm going with Lando Calrissian.
Sure, that was one of mine.
Oh, that's funny.
Got to do it, man. I got to do it.
You're just going with anyone who has ever set foot on the Millennium Falcon, aren't you?
No, I mean, no.
You're like, I wanted Chewbacca. I wanted Han Solo. I wanted C-3PO. Dude, come on now.
Look, I didn't say that I wanted 3PO. I didn't say, and I never said out loud that I wanted Chewbacca. See, I'm trying to keep my strategy close to the vest here, or close to the cape, as it were.
It's working. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Oh, you
This ain't
will.
strategy anymore.
Oh, you will. You will. All right, AJ, you are up back to back.
All right, back to back. So I think I need more of a boarding party. I need a heavy, like a good heavy. So I like the style. Again, a dude who can take a blaster bolt and still keep fighting. I'm going Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh, he was on my
That's a
list
good one.
too.
God only knows
Wow.
what he's going to do on the ship, but eventually we're going to board somebody, and they are going to wish that we hadn't. That's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
Those two
What-
back-to-back picks I had on my list. Those are good ones, guys.
Wow, Black Chrysanthemum.
And to pair up with him, I think he's going to need some cover fire. So I'm going to actually take Fennec Shand as well.
Oh,
I forgot about Fennec.
damn it. I was going to pick her. Oh, okay. All right. Excuse me. A couple of my picks are off the board. I need This is tough. Cuz I don't read the comics, so I can't go into the comics. I can't pick stormtroopers cuz they can't hit anything. Who do I want to choose? I feel like Mike Delicard. He says, "Is there a white chrysanthemum?" My God! Oh my God!
This
Yeah.
is where that disclaimer comes in.
Yes.
I'm stopping
Well,
myself. I ain't touching that one. No
Yeah.
way.
Dave says the William Refrigerator Perry of the Star Wars draft.
Nice.
Man, see, this is getting difficult for me at this point. All right, who is absolutely kick ass? I need someone totally ruthless is what I need.
Damn you, Keanu, for taking the most ruthless bastard in freaking Star Wars.
I know. All right, I'm debating. All right, who's more ruthless? I'm debating between two.
Delicard's called it.
Delicard for the win.
Broom boy. Do I get to have Fathirs on my ship?
Nice.
Because I want a Fathir on my ship. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kylo Ren.
Okay.
I need somebody ruthless.
I forgot he was still out there. We had the joke comment about taking him, and I forgot that wasn't actually a real pick.
Huh.
Damn it!
To me, Kylo's a reach. Yeah.
Well, even for me, who loves Kylo, I probably not taking Kylo.
Well, I'm going for a character trait here.
Yeah.
There's
A
a
moving
better ruthless character, and I'll bring him up in a minute once my turn.
If I missed one, I'm gonna be so pissed because I'm definitely doing Mike Delicard. Oh my God, you do not want to see how Fathirs popped up on closed captions. Oh, I can. I counting those syllables. I can. Dave says geode. I can can't. I can confidently say there's no way in hell I'm picking geode. Absolutely
That
not.
is serious plot armor. If you read it, that's serious plot armor. Yeah.
All right, so Spencer, you are up.
All right, so I'm going to pick my turn, and then I'm going to jump off StreamYard and come back in because maybe that'll fix my camera. But
Okay.
I need to muscle someone who has got a sense of humor, who will go bat to bat with L3, and I think the conversations will be absolutely hilarious. I could sum it up in one word. Carabast! I'm taking Zeb.
Nice pick.
Nice. I'm surprised
Very
more of the
nice.
Rebels crew hasn't been taken yet. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm taking Zeb.
A good
So
choice.
I'm going to jump off of StreamYard for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So Spencer will be right back after these words. All right, AJ, you are up
Nope.
back to back.
Let's jump.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Keanu, you
right.
are up back to back.
So my badass mother I don't know if I can cuss on the show, but my badass guy is Mace Windu. That's who I'm going with right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Man, I forgot about Mace.
Do we
I
think-
should-
Do we think Mace Windu's alive?
I honestly think it's whether or not they decide if they want to make money off it, if he's alive or not.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to. They haven't made the decision, and maybe if they can figure out a way to do it, they'll do it, make some money. I mean, I think everyone would watch that.
Yeah, pretty much the sequel trilogy is just a playground for anybody who didn't officially show up dead in the original trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't see him hit the ground. So
It's
I
so
would.
easy to bring him back. So yeah, just bring him back, have him be badass, and just kill it, man. Crazy
Dude,
Mace. We all want to see him. We all want to see crazy Mace.
He's like Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter. That's what he ends up looking like for after hitting the ground. Oh my God! All right, so, that's so bad. Holy
Kale's
crap.
pointing out a flaw in your logic there, though, John. You keep drafting Jedi, but I mean, if you've got a force blocking pet on your ship, then what are you gonna do, man?
Oh, yeah, you got to keep the Islamari away.
We'll throw him out the window when it's time.
Okay. I switched to another computer.
Make sure you mute your. We're getting
Right
echo
here.
from
We're getting
not
echo
wearing
from not wearing
headphones.
using headphones.
Okay.
Mute him there. Yeah, we're getting echo from the show, Spencer. So if you could headphones or something.
Your speakers, your mic is picking up your speakers. Is what's going on.
Yeah, I'm glad we have a guy who knows tech like that because I sure as hell don't.
Mhm.
But we had the same issue before.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think we're.
Yeah, I think we're.
Yep, still getting it.
Yep.
Still getting it. All right. So, Kiato, you are up with your next pick, and this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Round
6,
7.
7. We are in the 7th round. Yes.
All right. So I need a little diplomacy. Like you said, I got a lot of Jedi.
Okay.
I gotta go with Princess Leia. So that's my diplomacy. She's the best. So I gotta go with her.
I'm kind of surprised that she lasted this long. Gonna be honest.
Yeah. So the big four are off the board. All right.
Yeah, I really
Chewie,
thought
Leia,
she would
and
go
Luke are all
earlier.
gone.
I thought she would go earlier.
I did too. So I was happy I got her this late.
That's a value pick right there.
When there's picks like Kylo early up in the draft or 000, people fall.
Right. Oh my gosh. Well, look, man. Again, I have a reason for all of this.
Yeah.
So,
I've
this
heard
is-
that. Everyone thinks their draft's great till the season starts, and then they're like, "Oh,
No.
000 is my second pick."
I had to get my droid out of the way, and somebody would have picked him. So that just would have happened. All right, let's see if Spencer's microphone is working again. Let's see. Oh,
You go,
you muted yourself, Spencer. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's saying that you muted yourself. It says you chose to mute yourself, Spencer.
Answer.
I never
And we
mute
can still hear
myself.
ourselves.
And we can still hear ourselves.
All right. I'm going to try something else as well. But before I go, I'm going to take a pick that was in the crowd a couple times ago already. I need a little sniveling bastard who's going to be easy to get around, kill people, and just be fun. I'm taking Rook.
Oh,
Oh.
This is actually more fun.
It's
with
actually
the
more
echo
fun
coming
with the
from
echo coming from this show.
No,
All right.
it's not.
That's not. My other.
Uh-oh, we had to mute you again, Spencer. Hold on. Let's take you out here. Let's see what we got here.
Spencer, you don't have AirPods?
I
Headphones?
think he froze too. Yeah. Oh, he
Oh,
bailed.
this is going great.
It's not
This
the
is
Roger
great.
Cantina that Spencer drops, man.
Wow. All right. This is a bang up job here. All right. Let's. All right. What do you got, Spencer?
I just gave you Rook.
There we go. Well, all right. You're fine. You're normal again. Woohoo.
That's
Matt. Well, there's Matt Sherrick, so he gets the banner. Sherrick, read the banner, please. That's all I need to say. All right. So
I
Spencer
was actually thinking
takes
about
Rook.
that, but they don't fit inside the ship, so I don't think they count.
Oh, well, apparently they could be your ship. So the
They could spit shit inside of it.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So I am up, and I am continuing with the ruthless angle here. Another character I'm really surprised lasted this long, but I need resiliency. I need an absolute absence
I already know
of
you're
light.
taking.
I need someone who can get carved in half. This is the worst case of cut in half I've ever seen.
Bastard.
And come back. Yes, I am not talking about Dewey Cox's older brother. I am talking about Darth Maul.
Yeah, I was weighing Darth Maul or Leia. Those are my choices. I gotta get some other attributes. So that's a good one. It's a
You
good
chose
one.
Princess Leia instead of Darth Maul?
I needed
Wow.
some. I had plenty of Jedi, so I needed to mix
All
it up
right.
a little bit.
All
And
right.
that's the ruthless one I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
That's a good pick. It's way better than Kylo.
Okay. All right. I will give you that. I will give you that. All right. AJ, you are up back to back.
Back to back. All right. Well, now I'm just playing spoiler because I know my lineup is shit. So, I'm just gonna take him. R2D2.
I really can't believe no one chose R2 yet. I thought that would be a popular pick.
You know, y'all waited to draft your kickers, so that left a bunch of good droids on the board. So I'm taking R2, so no one else can. Ha! There you go. Need that ship fixed, and I got my guy right there.
Well,
all right.
That might be the smartest pick of the whole thing because R2 does save the day in every single Skywalker saga movie.
So yeah.
Exactly.
What is this concept of plot armor?
Well,
I've never heard plot
they
armor.
They never lose, and they're on the screen. They're gonna do well. I mean,
they can't be killed.
Oh,
they can't be killed. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So can we just for edification, can we each go down what our list is currently?
Yeah.
This is between rounds right now. This is the round between rounds. So let's do it.
The round between rounds. Oh my god. Yeah, I have mine typed out, but mine so far I have Han Solo, 000, Anakin Skywalker, Cad Bane, Lando Calrissian, Kylo Ren, and Darth Maul.
Okay.
What about you, AJ?
All right, so I got Rey, Ahsoka, K2SO, Kit Fisto, Fennec Shand, Black Chrysanthemum, and R2D2.
That Black Chrysanthemum pick was out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, I completely forgot about him.
He was on my board.
All right, so Spencer, what do you have?
All right, I got Chopper, Poe, Chewie, L3, Hondo, Zeb, and Rook.
Rook is a great pick. That is a really, really good pick. All right, Kiato, what is your list so far?
Razor Crest, Luke Skywalker, Qui-Gon Jinn, Admiral Thrawn, Mando, Baby Yoda, Mace Windu, and Princess Leia.
Oh, yeah, we didn't say our ships. That's right. I got the Falcon.
I went with the Marauder.
Yep.
And I got to go.
I think we all got badass ships, so I don't think anyone failed on that.
It's kind of hard to... AJ was texting before the show. He's like, can I pick the escape pod from the Millennium Falcon?
Good.
It's like, yeah, go for it, man.
Can you take the Phantom?
man.
Can you take the Phantom from on top of the Ghost?
Right. Oh, my gosh. All right, AJ. So you are up yet again. And this is round 8, so we each have 2 picks left.
Okay. Man, all my good choices are taken off the board, so I'm gonna have to go wild card in this one. You know what? Screw it. I'm going with the Emperor. He can fry an entire fleet at a time.
That's a good one.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Damn it. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that would have. I could have picked a whole bunch. I could have picked a whole other crew if I'd have just picked that one guy. Damn it.
Sheev don't need no crew, man. He's got all the power he needs.
Could you imagine the Emperor riding shotgun in the Falcon?
What the hell is a Lunar Falcon?
Damn it.
Thrawn rolls in with his katana fleet, and he's like, you're gone.
The Falcon's
Big
in
on.
hyperspace, and the Emperor's like pounding on the compressor. On the gas.
What the hell is a Lunar Falcon?
So I threw the Senate at him. The whole Senate. Star Wars. We have referenced Star Wars Robot Chicken and Family Guy on our show prior to being in the VCN so many times. It's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Kale, everything has not gone as you had foreseen. Yeah. I messed up big time, Kale. I messed up big time. Oh. All right. Well, I am going with my next pick. This is going to cause a little bit of dissension in the ranks on my ship, but I figured that Anakin can keep the peace, and good Anakin anyway. We'll figure it out somehow. I'm going with Darth Maul's mortal enemy, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
And I have a very specific reason to have him on the ship that I will reveal after our lists are complete. But Obi-Wan is a very specific pick because he has a very specific skill that I need for my crew. That he's the only Star Wars character we've seen actually perform this skill.
I am so intrigued by whatever your strategy is. You keep hinting at this thing, and I have no idea where you're going with this.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. It's coming to fruition, I think. So yeah, Obi-Wan for a specific skill. All right, Spencer, you are up.
So I realized that I'm the only one who does not have anybody with a lightsaber on my ship, and I kind of need someone. I need someone who is a master of the Force. I need someone who is a grand master of the Force, who's been there, seen it all, done it all. Ladies and gentlemen, I take Yoda.
Yaddle it is. Oh, sorry, Yoda.
I did not take Yaddle. I took Yoda.
Nice.
Yaddle lost the fight to a door. Don't take Yaddle.
To a door. Oh my God, Yoda's another one I thought would have been picked a little sooner. I mean,
that was my next pick. You beat me by one pick, so that's that scramble right now.
You got a bunch of people stealing from you, Kiato. So you're thinking so hard that you're losing good picks. Yeah, Kale McLeish. It says you have Kenobi and Maul as well as Kylo, so you've destroyed the Falcon with infighting. That's true. Dave, he says Qui-Gon is the one with the specific set of skills. You'll see, Dave. You will see. You will see. All shall be revealed. All right, John, what do you got? You got two in a row.
So these are my last picks. These are for fun picks. These are deep cut picks. These guys you might not even know of. It's going to be Jedi Master Sith Lord Darth Revan. That's pretty much one of my favorite all-time video game characters. So that's who that is.
See, I got to learn more about Revan. What game is he from again? Is he Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah, Knights of,
yeah. I bet you eventually he's going to make it to the big screen. He's just too popular.
Yeah.
And,
absolutely.
Yes. And so now I have to draft a droid. So I am going to go with this. I'm going to change. I don't want to do two deep cuts in a row, honestly. So I'm going to go with IG-88 instead. So I think it's a good solid one.
We have IG-11 and IG-88.
Yeah. I was thinking of HK-47, but that's a pretty deep cut. So I don't know if you guys know that one. So
that's a very deep cut.
He's fun, a great character, but yeah.
I didn't even know that was a character. I thought that was just a model designation.
No, HK-47 is also from the Old Republic, and he calls like humans meat bags and stuff. He's pretty great character.
Oh, if we're doing stuff like that, who's the character from Force Unleashed? The droid who could like mimic everybody.
Oh God,
He was hilarious because he was kind of homicidal too. They really like those homicidal robots.
Yes. All right, so John's lineup is complete.
Dunsky.
All right. Spencer, what is your final pick of our fantasy draft?
Do I do an incredible pick, or I do one that's like so out of left field? Why the hell would I even think about putting this character on my ship?
I think that's more fun.
He's thinking. He's
so
thinking.
I need somebody on the ship that you're thinking, why the hell is this person even being brought up? And why like that kind of person they're having a meeting around like one of the tables, and like, why are you here? I take Kitster.
Oh. Oh my God.
My final pick is Kitster.
Wow. All right.
Kiato, that's like having the top like 5 kickers still on the board, and you pick like Cade York of the Browns, who was 50%. That's wow.
No, I think it's like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. Have post-injury Aaron Rodgers. Yep, there's Kale. He says, seriously?
I'll tell you, but when we finish up, I'll tell you what my other pick was going to be. You see,
Okay.
you shoot something, he'll scream "Wizard" like every 5 seconds.
I was just about to do that. Liberty Timmons says "Wizard."
AJ's
Brad Williams?
eyes like bugged out of his head when I said "Kisser."
That is too funny. Brad Williams says no one picked General Grievous. Interesting. Yeah, it's Grievous is. See, damn it! Now I'm thinking about picking him. Interesting. Okay.
Sidebar: can we do an honorable mention round at the end?
Yeah, we could do that.
Wait, how many picks are we in? I keep counting 9. I think I missed the whole round.
No, we're 9 because you paid.
We'll do an honorable mention round after this.
Oh, so we have one more pick then, right? We have the 10th round.
No, we're in the 9th round. 1, 2, 3, 4,
How many
5,
picks are we
6,
doing?
7,
9?
8, 9. Yeah, 9. 1 droid
Oh,
and 8 other characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's
Look at
your
this.
10 round.
Look at this. No Grievous, no Fett, says Kale. Dave says the Bendu. There's another one I can guarantee you I won't be drafting.
Kale is so pissed that I took Kitster.
Yeah. No Rex. Yeah, Kale is like not believing that. Huh. Alrighty. Well. All right. I'm going with a second droid. And I'm glad that Kiato took the one that I didn't want. I'm going with the Mandalorian's IG-11. I need a murderous droid that will never, ever stop. When he has a mission, he absolutely will not stop. That's what I need.
He's also got a self-destruct mechanism, which is handy.
Yes, he's like a bomb. Yep. Dave, Tick Omega. No one took Wrecker. That was kind of interesting.
Ooh. Wrecker would have been a good one.
Yeah, when I said Black Chrysanthemum, I immediately regretted it. I was like, damn it,
Or he's in the Chrysanthemum Zeb kind of like.
He really is. All right, AJ, the final pick before our honorable mention round of our Star Wars draft. What is who is Mr. Irrelevant in our fantasy draft?
I like Spencer's idea of just sowing chaos. So what my final pick is going to be a flock of porgs in a trench coat.
What the F?
With the porgs.
Yeah, I want a flock of porgs in a trench coat as my final.
All righty.
Okay.
One trench coat, or they each have individual trench coat?
No, it's a whole flock in one trench coat. That equates to one crew member.
It's going to be like the Little Rascals when we're all like trying to get in the Little Rascals movie.
Okay.
Yeah, Keanu. It's like that's what Luke Skywalker does to pass the time. He makes each individual porg its own cute little baby little raincoat. It rains all the time there on Achto, so he's like, "Oh, I'll just make you a raincoat." Oh my god. Okay. Well, here. Okay. Kale
guys,
says.
this is awesome.
Kale says IG-11 can't be taken. His reanimated corpse is being used by Grogu on Kiato's crew.
I think that's right. I think he's got you on a technicality there.
All right. Well, then I am going to go. Well, all right, then I'll change IG-11 to General Grievous. And that'll be more problems for Obi-Wan, but whatever.
Same shit.
Yeah.
I just chaos.
But see, I have a reason for all of this, though. So I have a reason for all of this. All right. So AJ, your honorable mention pick. We'll go in reverse order again.
Oh man, I'm up again. Okay. Honorable mention would probably go to. It would actually be Kylo Ren. I mean, the guy is pretty OP.
I already took him.
Well, we're just mentioning people. He's not in the draft anymore, so who cares?
You can't choose people that have already been chosen.
Okay.
That's not how the Force works.
All right. Then I'm actually gonna go with Starkiller.
Son of a bitch.
Was that yours?
Yeah. I was gonna say Mr. Galen Merrick himself, Star Killer. Son of a bitch.
Mhm.
That was the
Wow.
whole reason why I wanted to do this honorable mention. He was my choice instead of Kitster.
Wow. Of all the Star Wars characters, you actually had it stolen from you.
Wait a minute. You got Palpatine and Star Killer on the same ship?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. won't it?
Apparently so.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I just
The
I
only
just thought of-
survivor is going to be K2SO.
Well,
The
that's
ship
true.
will self-destruct. The ship will absolutely self-destruct.
That's true. This is great. I just thought of someone. I am so glad that we are doing an honorable mention because this person actually serves a purpose on mine as well. So I am going with Dexter Jetster because I need a chef on my ship.
That's another good one.
Ooh, that's
My
a good one.
favorite
I like
scene
that.
in Clones.
Yeah, I got to do it. See, I have a lot of favorite Star Wars characters that I did not choose because I had two ways to go, and I did not go the favorite character route. So I had to think about like what I needed to have on my ship skill wise. So, all right, Spencer, your honorable mention now that Star Killer's been stolen, or are you just canceling the whole honorable mention round because Star Killer got stolen?
I'm pissed because I was like, Star Killer is the kind of character that's like your Uno card that you throw down in reverse, which was gonna be awesome. Just because every ship needs a bald guy staying in the corner giving creepy looks to everybody on the ship, I would go with Lobot.
Oh, okay. Plus, you can kind of control him wherever you want. He's
Yeah.
He's like one of those, like when they had the BB-8s you can control with your phone. That's basically Lobot.
Yeah.
You're in the
That's an app.
when
Bumping into walls.
AJ, you should have picked him.
Shit, I lost connection.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi died.
Too.
Yeah.
Spencer too with his terrible Wi-Fi.
Lobot never works. He's always got bruises and cuts all over his face from smacking into things. Yeah, AJ, you should have picked Lobot because since you can like use your phone to like have Lobot get you stuff, since you have Black Chrysanthemum on your ship, and he's obviously going to be clogging the refresher and using up all the damn toilet paper. Like you could be like, "Hey, Lobot, bring me a couple rolls, dude. I'm out." Like,
I don't know, man. I gotta imagine the refresher on the Marauder. If it can hold up to Ricker, then or Ricka.
Ricka.
If it can hold up to Ricka, it can hold up to Black
Ricka.
Chrysanthemum.
Nice. Oh my God! Look at that. There's Dave. That's what Flat Spencer is for.
No.
Oh my gosh, that's
All right,
awesome.
John.
All right, Kiato, our final pick of the
I
night.
would have picked Cal Kestis. He's a pretty
Oh,
fun
that-
character from the video game. So
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if he worked that well, like power levels on the ship, but he's a fun character, so he would have been my honorable mention for sure.
I like it. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
That is a very good choice. All right, so going through our final selections here, I will go through my list real quick here.
We're gonna post these, and people are gonna vote on them, right?
If you guys want to, that's totally fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
we
we're
can.
gonna do.
So after this on the thread, each of us will post our own. And also, I encourage you, if you guys have been playing along at home, post on the thread as well what your draft pick would have been, what your team would have been, and what everything. Let's keep this going.
All right, so you know what? I'm not going to go first because I have to explain mine. So we'll go in draft order.
Here we go.
Kiato?
He's
All right,
making
all right,
stuff
Kiato.
up as he goes on the fly to make it work. Oh yeah, this is the team I wanted all along.
Oh, it very much is. It very much is.
I thought the second pick, you were off the rails, man.
No, okay. My first for my ship and I mean I had to. I couldn't, but the rest of it, I have a plan. Just trust me, I have a plan. So what was your plan for yours? Was it well thought out or just I like these characters? How did you go about it?
Honestly, a lot of it was I like these characters. I really was. characters I really kind of just fell in love with. That was a big part of it. Then I started as it went on trying to do some strategy because I didn't just want. I could have just ran off 8 people. I just love that. Not a lot of diversity, so I wanted to add some of that. So I think I did a decent job at that, especially when we're talking about making sure we have a pilot and making sure all that. So okay, I make sure and do some of that.
Yep.
But really, the first couple, Luke Skywalker, Qui-Gon, those were heart picks, man. Like if anyone else would have got those, I would have been sad. So after that, I started to add some strategy with Thrawn. I mean, no one's gonna outthink Thrawn. And then I wanted the Baby Yoda and Mando combo, just because that's a pretty powerful combo. I don't know how many people are going to defeat that one.
Yep.
Then I wanted to go with some more muscle. That's what Mace Windu was for. Pretty much, I still believe he beat the Emperor. In my opinion, believe he beat them. We had to decide that another day, but I still think he defeated the Emperor. Leia, that was a heartstring one, and then I think I added a little bit of the diversity, and especially with the having a politician. So I think that was smart. Revan was a wild card, so yeah, that was definitely a wild card. I don't know how well he works with everyone, but when we talk about legends and power, it's pretty much as strong as they come. And then the IG-88 solely because I had to have a kicker. I mean a droid.
Oh boy.
That's a. I'm going to the playoffs on that team for sure.
Championship lineup. All right, Spencer. What was the logic behind yours, if there was one, or if there was any? That good.
There was actually some logic because I was trying to think of who would be able to handle certain elements and certain things, on the ship, and that's what I was trying to figure out. So on the Ghost, I have Chopper because he knows the Ghost inside and out. He also knows the Phantom, so he can be helping out on both elements of that. Poe because he's just a badass pilot. And Chewie because Chewie is just Chewie. So he could be muscle, or he could be a technician, or he could do whatever I need him to do. Really, L3 because L3 can do maintenance. And just be sassy the entire time, which would be absolutely awesome.
You already have Chopper and Chewbacca. So you're tripling down on the maintenance.
Oh, I know. But then on top of it, you have more sass as well between L3 and Hondo. And could you just imagine Zeb sitting there and having listened to the two of them talk?
Yeah.
How many Carabas bombs would we get on that ship?
Yep. And then he'd just be looking at Rook and be like, just kill them.
Right.
And then from a Jedi, obviously Yoda, because Yoda's been around since the High Republic and knows everything and is everything. And Kitster just because, damn it, everybody forgets about him.
Dog. Sorry.
And every time something happens, we can have him scream, "That's Wizard!" So that's my logic.
You gotta have if you want it to be on TV, you gotta have a young kid. So that was your protagonist. So now you can be on an animated show on the Disney Channel. That's what you just got.
There you go. All right, so I am next, and I have the Millennium Falcon. And in order, I have Han Solo, 000, Anakin, Cad Bane, Lando, Kylo Ren, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and General Grievous. And I have to include my honorable mention pick because there's a reason for that too. My honorable mention pick, Dexter Jetster. He is there because he is a chef. The Falcon and Han Solo, as Keanu had, were heart picks. I got to have Han Solo and the Falcon. But it works out well because Han is a great pilot. He's a scoundrel. So I need a scoundrel for the mission that I am going to be undertaking. 000, Cad Bane, Kylo Ren, Darth Maul, and Grievous are all completely heartless, ruthless. They don't care about anyone or anything. So I needed that for this mission. Or it could be multiple missions, but the one mission at hand. I needed some force power. So I've got Anakin, Kylo Ren can help with that, Darth Maul can help with that, Obi-Wan can help with that, because in case you're moving a lot of stuff at once, you're going to have that. Lando is the business guy. He can negotiate the deals along with Han Solo, so that's really good. 000, he could do the maintenance stuff as well, but he's also extremely ruthless when he needs to be, just, absolutely murderous, which is good. Obi-Wan's skill, the one thing he does that no other Star Wars character has done, he was a butcher. If you notice in the Kenobi series, he was cutting up a giant carcass of some kind into chunks. So I need that. And that's where Dexter Jester comes in, because he's going to cook up those chunks of meat. And the chunks of meat, the whole reason I drafted this crew is because my crew is on a goddamn whaling ship, and we're going to go hunt down every Purgle in the galaxy and kill them all. Yeah! Take that! Yes, it's a whaling ship.
Oh my
It's
God.
a whaling ship. That is why I did it.
Well,
Yes.
Peter's gonna be all over this.
That is beautiful. Yes.
I can't follow that.
You know what? I was like, is he talking about food? There's never been any ship in Star Wars that food was important. Like, and then you brought it all home with the
See?
whaling ship. I love
Yep.
it. That was great.
I tell you what, man. Like, I knew it was a whaling ship, and then the honorable mention, I was like, oh, if I had Dexter Jester, he could cook the whale meat after Obi-Wan cuts it up. Like, cause you sell it, it'd be like Wicked Tuna or something, or like greatest catch or whatever the hell, something like that. But it would be with the Purgle, but it would be like an evil way. It could be like sinister, like the whaling industry. You know what I mean? Like, it would be great. It would be great.
I just see Obi-Wan on a whaling ship. Yeah.
See, isn't that awesome? Bruce Neihart, he says, "You are evil, JT. Purgle are great." And there we go. Please read the banner, Bryce. There we go.
Yep, we don't ban people, we banner them instead.
Yes. Yes.
Good
We
banner.
banner them. Oh my God!
All right,
AJ.
AJ.
So you have
Really?
porgs in a trench coat. So
I gotta follow that seriously? God, that was a master stroke. I got nothing after that. Jeez.
I almost went last for that reason, but I had to, like, I was like, man,
All
I
right,
gotta go in order.
I went kind of chaos theory on mine. I was really just picking favorite characters and also thinking, like, we're getting into fights. We're going to get into fights. We're going to be getting into starship battles. We're going to be in fleet wars. We're going to be commandeering ships. We're basically pirates. So I was like, all right, Rey and Ahsoka in the Bad Batch Marauder right off the bat. They're not going to die. You know that. K2SO is a heavy. He can survive in space. Kit Fisto, you got the Jedi going in there with the lightsabers. There's no problem there. Then you got Black Chrysanthemum and Fennec Shand. So Fennec Shand covers at a distance. Black Chrysanthemum's up close. So you got distance and close combat, melee combat, all covered. R2-D2 is going to be fixing everything and saving the day, pulling their asses out of the fire. And, of course, the ultimate weapon, Sheev himself. I mean, if you can't take down an entire fleet with lightning, then what are you even doing?
Sheev.
See,
And if they're not disoriented enough from all that stuff, imagine when a flock of porgs wearing a trench coat comes up to you. I mean, the sheer confusion alone, you win. You win the day.
it's gonna be like the little kid boyfriend in BoJack Horseman.
Exactly. It's Vincent Adult Man.
Vincent
So
Adult.
I just
Yeah,
found
exactly.
out from some of our
Joseph Wren
producers,
mentioned that above.
I just found out from some of our producers that we're going to do a Google poll on our page of our drafts, and you can vote on who you think had the best draft of the 2023 Star Wars draft. So be on the lookout for that. We'll probably have that up in the next day for you guys.
Well, the kicker there is it's going to be your list and Kiato's and AJ's, and you're going to be voting for who you think was second best. Because I obviously won. I mean, I drafted a whaling ship, for God's sakes. I mean, come on. That's beautiful. I am so proud of myself.
I mean, I'm voting for you.
Okay, nepotism.
Right. Look at Kale. I'd vote for Keanu, but he nuked himself. Bruce Nyhart, I will die on the Purgle
Bryce.
Hill. Well,
Bryce.
That's Bryce. Sorry. Kale again. He's like, so Purgle count as vehicles now, right? Yeah. Could that be? That's technically yes, I think. So.
Do you speak whale?
Man,
Nemo.
Oh my God, dude, this was a blast, man. Thank you guys for jumping on and doing this. I know
This is great.
It got off to a terrible start with the video not showing everything. I'm like, are we live? Oh crap, we're live. That was good. Little technical difficulties, but we got our legs under us, so that was good.
That was a great episode of Talking into Infinity right there, John.
Stupid ass. I can't believe I did that. Oh my God, what an idiot. Oh my Lord. All right. So before we get out of here, we do obviously, AJ, you said you have this as an overlay. We've got the upcoming VCN schedule for this week, correct?
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, let's bring that up so that our fine viewership knows exactly what they can see for the rest of the week on the Virtual Cantina Network. Obviously, you've been watching the Nerf Herder Council here tonight. Tomorrow on Thursday, September 14th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time. It is the VCN Watch Along, Ahsoka Season 1, Part 5. And speaking of that, am I the only one that noticed that they actually didn't have an episode title for this one? That was kind of weird.
Shadow Warrior.
Yep.
Is it? Because when I turned it on right at 9 last night, there was no
Oh,
title.
they don't put it on for 2 hours before after the episode. They keep it up.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay. On Friday, September 15th at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, midnight Pacific Time, there's the Ahsoka After Show for Season 1, Part 5. And on Sunday, September 17th at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, we have the Nameless Terror number 53. What show is that again, Spencer?
Star Wars: The High Republic.
That's the High Republic.
Yeah,
that's Sean's show.
Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So Star Wars: The High Republic, the Nameless Terror number 53. That will be on Sunday, September 17th, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. So make sure you catch all that great programming for the rest of the week here on the Virtual Cantina Network. And guys, again, thank you very much for jumping in. I know, Keanu, you were in from the beginning, but Spencer, you got thrown in at the last minute, and you acquitted yourself well.
Yeah, I do what I can, But thank you guys for having me on here, and thank you for being part of VCN. This has been the last 2 episodes have been absolutely incredible, a lot of fun. And when the idea came up, I told Keanu, I'm like, thoughts on Nerf Herders joining VCN? He's like, yes. That's how we broke back. So.
He just knew we were going to get him on camera. He's like, I got to be on camera. We got to be stupid on camera, like it's Celebration.
Yeah.
Minus waking Spencer up at like 4 a.m. when he's got a flight to catch at 5. So
You know better. You know better.
so bad. I will forever apologize for that, Spencer. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
the best part about that was at Bunta, Steph pulled me over and she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she when I told her what I did, she was like, "Why do you got to do that to people? Just because you act like a stupid asshole doesn't mean everybody thinks it's funny."
Dave's
I
talking,
I know.
Right.
Dave's talking about off the top rope because Dave was sitting there with you guys.
Yeah. Barrel roll. Oh god.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man.
I don't know
So-
what that couch ever did to you, man, but
I don't know. Keanu thought it was pretty funny. We were having a good
I
old
was
time.
having a blast, man. I didn't apologize. I'm not apologizing for having fun.
It wasn't,
Oh, that's-
it wasn't on your credit card.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for another episode of the Nerf Herder Council. John Keanu, Spencer Jawas, thank you guys so much for jumping on once again. We appreciate you guys helping us out with this awesome Star Wars draft. AJ, hopefully you start feeling a little better. I know you were a little under the weather and you powered through, so thank you very much for that. Guys, as always, we are brought to you by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/NHC for your 30-day trial and a free audiobook download. You can get customizable Nerf Herder Council swag shop.nerfherdercouncil.com. You can also get Virtual Cantina Network swag at tpublic.com/user/virtual-cantina. We do have a Patreon page if you would like to check that out for the Nerf Herder Council. AJ, plug that real quick before we go.
Yeah, we've got 2 basic tiers. If you want to just chip in $1, we'll go ahead and give you a shout out at the end of the show, like Mr. Mark Thrasher did. Thank you for that. And at the $3 per month tier, you not only get the shout out at the end of the show, like Mr. Mark Thrasher does, but also getting early access to the audio version of this podcast, normally published on Sundays. And you'll have that in your inbox feed on Fridays instead. So you got 2-day early access to the audio version of the show for all of you audio viewers out there.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you to the Virtual Cantina Network. Again, sorry if there's any rough language. Sorry if you love Purgles. If you didn't agree with any of my stuff, the thoughts of the Nerf Herder Council and opinions don't necessarily reflect those of the the Virtual Cantina Network. But what can I say? They're just not as well educated as I am in the area of crappy Purgles. So, so there you go. But anyways, guys, we will be right back here in 2 weeks at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The date will be Wednesday, September 27th. And we'll be right here on Facebook and YouTube and all of the Virtual Cantina Network locations. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of the Nerf Herder Council. I am your host, JT, at Dog Pound Jedi. He is AJ.
It's Rick Adams, 579.
And those are our amazing friends, John Chiato and Spencer Jowitz. And guys,